At the end of the day, excellence is a tool. As we're all operating businesses, I know I need to be happy and all these things, but the key is excellence should be aimed at delivering a greater value to the shareholders. Unless you're an NGO, but you may have a different set of shareholders. But the focus ought to be, what is the value this excellence derives for the organization? You cannot have aimless excellence at something that doesn't make sense, right? I'd like to leave with two things. I think I'm okay, I'm doing all right? Yeah. Two Urdu poems, I'm not very good at Urdu, but right? And then one video. This is an Urdu poem. This says, a lofty vision, right? Heartwarming speech and a soul on fire. Of the leader of the caravan, this is all we see. Right? I mean, it says that you have to be inspired for you to be able to inspire the organization. The next one is steel your will with such willpower, right? That at every turn of fate, that God shall ask of its child, tell me what is it that you want. Right? It is that force of will, that saying that I will be good at something, I will be excellent at something. You have such a force of will that the poet Iqbal says, God will ask you, what is that you want, right? First, it is up to us. It's not given to us. Right? So this is my brief view of, the whole philosophy of excellence and then how excellence gets driven into organizations, right? I have a 4-minute video. Before I play this video, I want to warn you, there is one expletive in this video. We're all big people here, adults, so I think you'll excuse me. So let me play that. It's called 6 Inches. It's an excerpt from a football movie from US. It's called Any Given Friday.
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. When you get old in life, things get taken from you. That's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's going to make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. And I know if I'm going to have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. There's 6 inches in front of your face. Now I can't make you do it. You got to look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now I think you're going to see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're going to see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're going to do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team or we will die as individuals. As football guys. That's all it is. Now, what are you going to do?
And also another important lesson that we got is CEO is also an employee. Second time we are hearing this. Earlier we heard from Mr. Sarath Babu that I'm part of them, which is very, very important. As an important quote also comes from Mahatma Gandhi, who says it is insufficient to be good, you must also be perceived to be good. Handling perceptions is the biggest challenge. Right? And we all good, we have a good thoughts, good intentions, but if you're not able to bring it out to our team, I don't think so we have a successful thought still. We like the slide on 5 I's. Maybe I would also add one more I, which is 6th I, as being innovative when we recruit people. How innovative they can, or how they can assimilate the out-of-box thinking. And I also like one of the key points that we're talking about, putting somebody in uncomfortable zone. Don't read it differently. Uncomfortable zone is a very important one to constantly discover better things, constantly keep bringing out new things. If you're too comfortable, then I think that's time to quit. He brought out another important idioms is process measures with the business outcomes. You know, I know many of the companies when we deal with, they take a lot of pride in saying we have got nearly 300 to 400 measures. So 300 to 400 measures, are we going to take pride in saying the number of measures, or are we measuring the right thing in order to see the business outcome? This is the classical challenge that we come across between the quality department and the delivery department. Delivery sees business outcome, while quality sees process indicators. If we can create the marriage between process indicators to business outcome, then I see the whole organization thinks uniformly towards the result. Now we saw that video and the way the coach was communicating with his players. And we saw the body language of the players, the facial expressions when he started off. Looks like none of them are convinced, or either all of them are going to hate the coach. But during the discussion, when he started bringing out, look at the facial expression and the body language of the coach changed, that reflected directly on most of the players. I think this is an important competency for our top management team, for the leadership team. How can you change the perception of people when you see their facial expressions, body language? That's the where the communication or dissemination from the leadership team should come from the heart, should come from the stomach, not from the mouth. That is the difference. If I'm not convinced, somebody rightly said, first of all, we need to be motivated. We need to be convinced of what we are talking. If it is coming with that passion, I think you are changing. You are getting the reflection, the message reaching out to your employees, and you have done the success. And if you're part of them, if you are also part of the system as highly committed, this communication will come from the bottommost part of your heart. And that would have a lot more reach, far more reach to our employees.